The Young and the Restless spoilers. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is Tuesday, a beautiful day to sit down and talk about all the absolute madness happening on our favorite soap. Grab your coffee or whatever gets you through the day because we have a ton of ground to cover. And honestly, I am just so tired today, but I have to talk about what is happening in Genoa City for the week of June 8th. It is just a lot. So let's just dive right into it because the writers are throwing everything at the wall right now, and some of it is sticking, and some of it is just making me want to pull my hair out. Let's be real. So first up, we have to talk about the grand opening of Noah Newman's new club, the Shadow Room. You guys know Noah's been working on this for a while. It is a total replica of his club in Las Vegas. And anytime there is a grand opening in this town, you just know it is going to be a complete disaster. It is basically a magnet for drama. Noah is super excited. He is hosting the whole thing, and his girlfriend, Sienna Bacall, is right there by his side. Sienna is actually bartending for the event, which is cute, I guess. But we need to talk about Sienna for a second. Sienna is not a normal girlfriend. She is violently loyal. Like extreme. A few episodes ago, she literally attacked Phyllis and left her bleeding, and she is the one who supplied Nick with the drugs that almost killed him. So Sienna is dangerous. She is a ticking time bomb. And who decides to walk into this ticking time bomb? Audra Charles. Audra struts right into the Shadow Room and immediately starts flirting with Noah. But here is the thing that makes it so complicated. The fans on social media have been pointing this out, and it is so true. Audra is secretly struggling so much right now. She had that tragic miscarriage years ago when she was with Noah, and being in this club, which is a replica of their Vegas days, is a massive emotional trigger for her. She is hurting, but instead of dealing with her trauma, she masks it. She puts up that corporate climber wall and she flirts. She flirts with Noah right in front of Sienna. So Sienna sees this and she is furious. A completely angry Sienna marches right up to Audra and tells her to back off and stay away from her boyfriend. Sienna stands her ground. But Audra, being Audra, refuses to back down. She just smirks and ignores her. Will Sienna actually throw her out of the club? Honestly, I would not be surprised if Sienna does something way worse than just kicking her out. I actually kind of fear for Audra here. Wait, no, maybe I'm being too harsh. Audra knows exactly what she is doing. Actually, no. I do feel bad for Audra because of the baby trauma, but she is playing with fire. Sienna is unhinged. This is going to end in a massive catfight or worse, and I am totally here for it, but also terrified. But moving on from the club drama, we really need to talk about Nikki Newman. Her health is taking a terrifying nosedive. She has been having these severe, blinding headaches for a while now. Victoria has been begging her mother to see a doctor, but Nikki is just so stubborn. She keeps brushing it off, saying it is just her MS acting up. But it is getting worse, much worse. It is getting to the point where the whole family is starting to notice that something is deeply wrong. Even Victor is stepping in. Victor and Nikki have been estranged, and Victor has been gaslighting her lately, but he actually stops and asks his estranged wife about her health. He is genuinely concerned. Is this the start of them fixing their marriage? Who actually believes this is going to end well? Victor always has an ulterior motive, but maybe he actually just cares that his wife looks like she is about to collapse. And we also find out that Nikki is going to attend an AA meeting with Nick. This is huge. Nick just survived that horrific car crash in Vegas where he was high on fentanyl and cocaine because of Matt Clark. Nick almost died. So seeing Nick and Nikki going to an AA meeting together is super heavy. They are both struggling so much with their addictions and their demons. But I really, really need Nikki to just go to a hospital. Just go to the doctor. Stop being so stubborn. It is so frustrating to watch her suffer when she could just get a scan. The writers are definitely setting up a massive medical crisis for her, and I am not ready for it. Okay, speaking of Nick and Victor, we have to talk about the most infuriating storyline on the show right now. Matt Clark. Matt is currently living at the Newman Ranch. Let me just repeat that so it sinks in. Matt Clark, the absolute monster who terrorized this family, the man who did unspeakable, traumatizing things to Sharon, is living in the guest house at the Newman Ranch. What were they thinking? What is Victor thinking? Victor moved him there because Matt is claiming he has severe amnesia. And Victor, in his infinite arrogance, decided he wants to use Matt to spy on Kane Ashby. Because Kane blackmailed Lily for Chancellor Winters, so Victor wants dirt on Kane. So Victor puts Matt at the ranch. This is so incredibly cruel to Sharon. Sharon is living in sheer terror right now. She is desperately trying to avoid the ranch, trying to keep her distance from Matt. Her mental health is completely disregarded by Victor. It is disgusting. And Nick actually agreed to this. Nick knows what Matt did to Sharon. But Nick is so messed up psychologically right now, he is trying to help Matt remember his crimes, just so he can punch him with a clear conscience. It is a mess. But thank God for Adam Newman. Adam is the only one making any sense right now. Adam is absolutely shocked when Victor and Nick tell him that Matt is going to live at the ranch. Victor assures Adam that he has guards watching Matt around the clock. But Adam is not buying it. Adam decides he is going to keep a very close eye on Matt himself. Adam knows Matt is faking this amnesia. We all know he is faking it. Matt is a smug, calculating villain, and he is playing Victor like a fiddle. Adam is going to watch him like a hawk. But will he actually catch Matt doing something shady? I hope so. Adam needs to expose this guy before Matt hurts Sharon or Noah again. It is just classic Victor to put his business vendettas over the safety of his family, especially Sharon. It makes me so mad. Sometimes I just want to jump through the screen and shake Victor. And while all the Newman men are losing their minds over Matt, we have Victoria Newman and Kyle Abbott. These two have been bumping heads for weeks. They have had some really nasty, uncomfortable confrontations lately, and it all stems from their fathers. Victor and Jack are always at war. Right now, Jack is in a total panic because Diane is missing and Patty Williams is somehow involved, and Jack is terrified. So Kyle is super stressed out about his mom, and Victoria's stressed out about Nick's drug crash and Nikki's headaches and Victor's crazy schemes. They are both just carrying so much family baggage. So this week, they finally decide to sit down and call a truce. They find some common ground. They realize they are both just exhausted kids trying to clean up their parents' messes. It is actually a really nice moment. But let's be real. How long is this truce actually going to last? A week? 2 weeks? As soon as Victor does something ruthless to Jack, or Jack retaliates against Victor, Kyle and Victoria are going to be right back at each other's throats, defending their family legacies. It is the Newman Abbott way. It never changes. I give this truce maybe 10 days before they are screaming at each other in the boardroom again. But for now, it is nice to see them understand each other. And finally, we have to talk about Phyllis Summers. Oh, Phyllis. She is just spiraling so hard right now. She is completely trapped by this AI evidence that Victor used to frame her. She actually got Christine arrested in court, which was a wild scene. The bug was in handcuffs. But now the reality is setting in and the walls are closing in on Phyllis. Michael Baldwin and Lauren are trying to help her, but she refuses to listen to reason. She is alienating everyone who cares about her. She is paranoid and desperate. So what does she do? She reaches out to her daughter, Summer Newman. Phyllis contacts Summer because Summer's company is getting dragged into this crisis and Phyllis is losing control. But the big question everyone is asking is, will Summer actually appear on screen? Summer's been off screen for a bit, and we really need her back. Phyllis needs her kids right now. And Daniel is already exhausted trying to play peacemaker between Phyllis and Christine, and it is not working. So maybe Summer can come back and talk some sense into her mother? Probably not. No one can talk sense into Phyllis when she is in self-destruct mode. But I really hope we get to see Summer's reaction to all of this. Phyllis is becoming her own worst enemy, and it is tragic but also amazing television. So yeah, that is what is happening. Sienna and Audra are going to war. Nikki is refusing to see a doctor while her brain is apparently short-circuiting. Adam is playing babysitter to a psychopath. Victoria and Kyle are pretending they can be friends. And Phyllis is dragging Summer into her AI nightmare. It is just non-stop. I need a nap. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and I will see you next time.